If you want to clean up your screen time, whether that be scrolling, doom scrolling, just random Google searches, dating apps maybe, any and all of the above, this video is for you. I just finished a 7-day soft digital detox is what I called it, that I created myself. Went really well, and I'm going to be starting another one in the next 24 hours. I'm going to talk you through the rules that I set for myself, the ways that I manage it, and then also my tips for how to succeed at this. So let's get into it. So first, I'm going to say that I have spoken about this before, but I was sort of inspired by the 30-day digital detox that Cal Newport does. I definitely want to do that one at some point, but right now it just wasn't feasible for me, and I thought I would just do like a mini one for myself. So I did a 7-day soft digital detox, which is what I called it. Here were the rules. I was allowed to open my Instagram once per day just to check DMs. I was allowed to obviously use my computer and my phone for work purposes and admin. I was obviously allowed to text, excuse me, but no doom scrolling. And then this was actually the sort of unexpected hard one for me, no Google searching. So Google searching only when it was absolutely necessary for work or something. So I won't randomly, I was listening to like a comic and like a comedian podcast, because I did actually podcasts were okay, but if I was listening to like a YouTube video or something, I had to turn around the screen. So like everything could only be listened to as if it was a podcast. YouTube only if screen turned away. Also, no Netflix, obviously. If you use like dating apps or something like that, no dating apps. So these were my rules that I stuck to. When I did it, I originally I started it in the morning last Wednesday, and then I put an alarm for this Wednesday in the morning to signify that I had finished it. So it was a full 7 days. Personally, I loved it. It was like 7 days of bliss, and I feel like I got so much done. But that leads me to, so I just went through the rules, but I think the successes are really, really important. So how can you actually succeed at this? And I think that is by you have to actually like replace stuff in your schedule. So you need to have like maybe projects that you're working on ready to go. Or maybe you go to the library and get a book. Like you can't just not have anything to do, so you need to actually fill up your time. So that would be like my main tip. And then the more unexpected tip that I had was that I subscribed to Opal, for example, and that actually did not even help me. So that was kind of shocking to me. I didn't use Opal at all throughout the whole 7 days. It was just genuinely like me wanting to do this digital detox. So I think that even though what I learned from it is that although app blockers are important, at the end of the day, your own discipline is really the only thing that's going to help you out in its entirety. Opal, even though I love Opal, like does have, you can sort of like sometimes set it up so you can override. Sometimes you can also set it up so you can't override, but even then it glitches sometimes. So it's not foolproof. So at the end of the day, discipline is the key, in my opinion. So now I'm going to suggest how I'm going to set up my next digital detox and how I might set it up if I were you. So I'm going to make this sort of a bit of a transferable format. Obviously mine is going to be customized to me, but we're going to talk through a couple of things that everybody could do. And the reason I'm calling it a soft digital detox is because like it's not quite as extreme as like the Cal Newport one that I was inspired by, for example. I think that it's really great to just like give it a try in your own way. And I think that already the discipline that I feel that I've built up over these 7 days, and also just the value that I've derived from it. Like when I was like tired, I just like went to sleep. Like I wasn't like scrolling or like putting on Netflix or anything. So it was really great. So, as I said, inspiration was Cal Newport, but at the end of the day, I think creating your own can be really valuable. So let's get into the actual creation. So we're gonna need a couple sections. Rules. I also want to create a section of fallbacks. So what are you allowed to do in moderation? And then time frame. So these 3 sections are going to be key over here. So for me, the daily Instagram check wasn't even like that enticing to me. So I think what I'm gonna let myself do, because I did sometimes feel like, oh, I wanted to like Google search something, is I'm going to say that each day I can have 10 minutes of, actually no, I think I'm gonna make it even more extreme. I'm gonna do 5 minutes of checking Instagram, random Google searches, etc. Okay, so that is my little cheat. Each day I can do that once. I'll just set a timer on my phone. So I'm gonna say use timer on phone. Then I'm going to say for time frame, I think that I'm going to do 7 days again. So set timer on phone for next Wednesday. And then I think that I'm gonna do, for my rules, I think I'm gonna do much the same. Let me copy this. So I'm gonna remove that, obviously. So I'll make like a thing for okay or approved. Approved is work purposes and admin, like financial admin, etc., emails. Texting is fine. Now I have to make my little not, maybe I'll just say banned. So no doom scrolling, no random Google searching beyond what I would maybe do in those 5 minutes, of course. Gonna take podcasts and put it in approved podcast. And I also, music was fine for me too. Although I'm tempted to actually like maybe take out music for this one for myself, but I'm not saying everybody would need to do that. Maybe I will take out music though. I feel like sometimes I like listen to it too much, and I think that yeah, you can also become a bit dependent on music sometimes. So just for the 7 days I might do that. YouTube is okay, but only if the screen is turned away. No, no Netflix. Okay. Cool. So this is my creation for myself. Obviously customize it as you see fit. Key here though is the 3 sections that I think every single person should use for themselves. I'm going to put a star beside all of them. So rules, that's a massive one. Obviously you have to set the rules. This includes both approved and the banned rules. Fallback, so I recommend doing one thing each day that is like outside the rules, so allow yourself 5 minutes, maybe it's 10 minutes, maybe it's even more, maybe it's like 30 minutes or something where you are allowed to do the banned items, and then the time frame, of course, and how you're going to measure all of those. So hopefully this helps somebody. I really enjoyed doing this. That's why I'm going to do it again. It's a great start to the year for me, and I noticed that I was just thinking more fresh, more intuitively, and more insightfully than I was before. So hopefully you may experience the same thing.